Thank you, Samson. My regards to Honorable Diana and Auntie Jamina, and then Auntie Sheila, who joined. In fact, the statistics
we decided that to have this discussion this morning, we're going to have the very best. And we are thankful that you all agreed to be on the show. Yes.
Thank you. But
yes, and adjust your device. We want to see your beautiful face. Thank you. Now we can see you. Right.
Thank you very much. Yes, as I said, the statistics that we've given is right. When you look at the commission, we have 3 mandates: the human rights, agri justice, and then anti-corruption mandates. All the 3 mandates, it's where we have received the 10,000 cases. But when you come down to human rights alone, 10,156 complaints. But that's for 2023. And out of that 10,153, 3,509 are children's rights complaints. And looking at the subjects that we are discussing now, we received 25 complaints about child marriage, 2023. When you look at the previous statistics, you will see that every year we receive over 20 complaints concerning child marriage. So the menace is still there. I wasn't surprised when I heard it actually, but I was surprised about the reasons they were given. The reasons they were given, I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised of the action because we've been receiving a lot of complaints about that. And as Madam Jamina said, our modus operandi is the best interest of the child. So when normally most of the complaints that we receive, it's the initial complaints. So like when they have planned everything to perform the marriage ceremony, somebody will run and come and lodge a complaint with Shraj, and we have to go in to stop the marriage and also protect the child. That has had a lot of interventions that Shraj has been doing. I remember one, as they were giving examples, one in the Greater Accra here, we have to even try to change the school because of the stigma. We have to facilitate for another school to take the child. So that's what we've been doing. It is going on. And now what we realize is that because people have known that when they perform the marriage rites, it will come out, people will see, and they will come and report. Now they will not perform the marriage rites. They will ask the child to go and live with the person. So you see the child living with the person, and then when the child is 18, they will do whatever they are supposed to do. But from 12 years, you see that the child is living with the person. In law, we call it cohabitation. And the person will be cohabiting with the man for all this while because they know that when they perform the marriage ceremony openly, people will hear and they will report to Shraj or they will report to the police. And I think that is another area that we have to look at. We've not received a complaint yet on this, and therefore we cannot talk about whatever is going on. But what we know, as I stated last week, is that any form of betrothal, it's a crime. That is what the Children's Act has stated. So whether it's to a deity or to a human being or whatever, it's a crime. Therefore, what we have to do is that the education must go on. We've been doing education. When I give you statistics of education that we've done, but we still think that we have to do more. Other institutions also have to help to do more of the education to nip down these menace. A lot of, when you take our statistics, you will see that most of them happens in particular regions. Most of our statistics, you see that it happens in particular regions. And we have to intensify our education in these regions where a lot of these child marriages happen.
Which are these regions that dominate in that in this case?
The northern part.
The northern is a broad place.
25 complaints that we received. Out of the 25, 12 is from northeast. 12 is from northeast. So you could see when you take 5-year statistics, I can give you 5-year statistics. That is 2018, we received 32 complaints of child marriage. 2019, 44 complaints. 2020, 25. 2021, 21. And then that's 2023. I don't have the 2022 immediately with me. But 2023, that's 25. So you could see that it's still happening.
Yeah, so which regions again?
Yes, I'll give you the statistics in a minute on.
Right. And I was going to ask you this question, which I will turn to my guests in the studio also, so that we begin to wrap up. But I was asking myself whether this question has not already been answered by the law. The Ghana Psychology Association, in their statement, they said that we call on traditional and religious leaders to speak out against child marriage and other harmful practices that destroy children, and to promote the safety, rights, and well-being of children in their communities. The law is already there. So what can the religious and traditional leaders be doing in addition to the law? Now, first, what do you say are the regions that dominate?
Okay, so when we take our statistics, we will see that I'll be with you.
Yeah, so the regions in the north, number one, and we want to learn about others as well. Samson, that's all right.
Yeah, the 25 complaints that we received, you could see that the 12 is from northern region, 2 is from northeast, 4 is from Brun East, 2 from upper west, then 1 upper east, 1 western north, and 3 OT. So you can see that it has a cost.
Do you have an expectation that once you are of the firm view, which all your sisters here confirm, that there cannot be betrothal at this age, there cannot be marriage either, and so first is established, a crime has been committed in terms of the Children's Act, then there is also the investigation that must go on about whether or not there has been some sexual encounter where potentially there may be a question of defilement. You have expectations that there will be prosecution?
Something is yes. We believe in our prosecution, the police, and then my sister, Honorable Attorney General there. I know what she can do when it comes to human rights, because she is a human rights activist. As I said, we have not received a complaint yet, and we don't prosecute. When we receive the complaint, we look at the best interest of the child, and we are happy that the Ministry of Gender has taken the child, and the child is being guided or protected. And one thing I want to add is that this child has been indoctrinated in the belief of what the custom is. So when they are taking the child through the necessary protocols, I would suggest that they should also look at that one, because even if you don't take the indoctrination out of this girl, you will still believe that there is something that is going to happen to him if he doesn't marry or take the process that they have done. So I think the protocol should take into consideration all these things. What Stretch started some time ago, we were talking about the religious leaders or faith-based organizations. Some time ago, yes, our project, that was 2019, we started a project like that, and we were going or meeting the leaders of faith-based organizations and then educating them on all these issues, because we know that some of them champion some of these things, and the reasons they give for giving their child out of marriage, normally I would say they have to, they use it as a belief in their religion. For example, they said that poverty is one. Two, we don't want the child to be be fornicating and other things. So let us give him a man to marry. So some of these reasons they give, I think, is actually not in line with the law. So when we meet the faith-based organization, the leaders, we educate them on the law, the children's rights, and all that the international instruments talks about. You know, aside our constitution, we have a lot of international instruments. We have the elimination of all forms of discrimination against women. We have the ICCPR and other things. All these things talk against child marriage. So it's not our law alone. When you go to international front, all these things, all these laws that Ghana has ratified. So that comes to where Honorable Diana was talking about, Article 33(5). We have ratified all these laws. So we should take steps to abolish child marriage. And as we've been doing, we will continue to do. But we need more support and resources to be able to go around all the country.
If it is an offense, what is there to abolish?
Yes, it's an offense, but we know that the international instruments state that states should take steps to abolish it. Okay. And that's what the state has done.
Okay.
To make it an offense.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mercy Larbi is Deputy Commissioner at the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice.